Baby, I know exactly what I said to you. Baby, I feel more and more like I'm dead to you.
Heavy.
Baby, I know exactly what I said to you. Baby, I feel more and more like I'm dead to you. Baby, I feel something when I'm next to you. Baby, I can't tell you what's next for you. I can't believe the things we do. I can't believe I'm friends with you. Baby, I remember what I said to you. Baby, I know exactly what I said to you. Baby, I know what's next for you. Baby, I feel more and more like I'm dead to you.
All right, got some tour dates for you. February 15th, Brooklyn, New York. The Sounds of Love and Stuff. It'll be my first musical show ever. It's a musical improv show. Going to be singing to people in the crowd, singing songs about everything. Uh, and that's February 15th. So that's coming up. You can get those tickets, link in the bio. And then the Sounds of Love and Stuff tour continues to Chicago, March 28th. I will be there. Tickets are selling fast for both shows, so get them now. And also, if you enjoy the show, please hit the subscribe button. Please leave us a 5-star review on wherever you're listening. It helps us. And guess what? It's free. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you guys so much. And welcome back to the LoPriore podcast. I'm your host, Danny LoPriore, joined by my co-host, Jared LoPriore and Michael LoPriore. How are you doing, fellas?
Absolutely fantastic, bro. How the hell are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. Just got back in from Syracuse. It was a good show, good crowd, cold as shit. One of the coldest places I've ever been in my entire life. It was horrible. But other than that, the people were fantastic. You know, it's just good to be back on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Upstate New York does not fucking play around weather-wise. It has been consistently cold and like snowy there for as long as I can remember. Obviously, because you get that lake effect up
Yeah,
there. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's just when I was living in Rochester, which I know people in Cuse, I think like hate Rochester, and then Rochester, they call them like Crotchester or something like that. So Cuse hates Rochester, but when I was there, I was like, the person I was with at the time, I remember they were just like, yeah, like it's different up here. I was like, I live in New York, like I've seen snow. It's different type of snow, bro. Like it's like everything sticks.
Yeah, it stays. That's the thing. It has staying power for sure.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
it sticks around.
stays.
It sticks around. So listen, I think we should just get it out of the way in the beginning of the pod. So guys, life happens, things happen, and our baby boy Jared is leaving New York, man. He's leaving New
Again.
York. He's leaving New York again.
Dope.
It's a sad moment, but we're figuring out how we're gonna get him on the pod. Maybe you could be like AJ Hawk on like the Pat McAfee show. We could try
Yeah,
and do that.
Yeah, just
okay.
like just be in a different aura and show
Yeah,
even
just
if
in a
even
different
if it's once
box.
in a while, yeah, because it's like It is like at first it wasn't weird when you came on. It was like natural, but now that you're got the one weird part is like now it is that like you won't be here. It is because me and Danny
Yeah.
started the show,
Yeah.
but we got used to it, obviously. You know what I mean? Because it's been almost wait, how long ago was it like how many months?
7 months.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
weird. It's
All right.
pretty it
Yeah.
is
But Jared, this is your audience as much of it is our audience. So if you want to go ahead and, tell people what you got going on, what the next step for you in life is, because this is a good thing. It's sad, it's
It's a
sad,
very
it's
good
sad for
thing.
the audience, but it's a good
Yeah.
thing for life. So why don't you go ahead and just let them know what you got cooking up and what's coming down the road for you, baby.
Yeah. Appreciate it. It's bittersweet. After like 10 years, it would be 10 years in April of working for an amazing hospitality group. Something just came up. It just happened to fall into my lap. I was driving back from Miami, and a friend of mine called me asking if I knew anybody that needed an investor that was opening up in Arizona. I said, I don't offhand. About 45 minutes later, another friend called me and asked me if I knew anybody that wanted to invest in
crazy.
business. Yo, crazy. Wanted to invest in Arizona business. And one thing led to another, and we kind of just had conversations, and it eventually developed into them making me, uh, you know, part of something, or wanting to make me part of something that was starting small and starting over again. And I was enthusiastic about that. So it's it's a great opportunity. It's kind of a brand new thing. It was around for a little bit pre-COVID, and then COVID closed it down. So we're starting up again in Scottsdale, and it's exciting. It's exciting, man. It's wild. 10 years
Moving to Scottsdale.
moving to Scottsdale, which is
You better
which is
pick up
pretty.
you better pick up golf, bitch.
Well, listen, that's one of the things that the one person I know that lives there, my boy McGrath. You know McGrath,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's born and raised uh Massachusetts, Boston, lived out in New York for like 15 years, moved out to Scottsdale after COVID, and he is a golf instructor now, and had a full ride to Rhode Island. So like this dude is on a golf scholarship. So like this dude is
You could swing it.
he could swing it. He could get the ball off the ground, as they say. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to be around a bunch of new people. And it's scary. Big things are scary, but I'm excited about it, and
Yeah.
it's
And
a
you're
little bit
gonna
of both.
and you're gonna drive out there, you fucking maniac.
Yeah, I'm gonna take dad. I'm gonna take dad with me. So
Yeah, that's kind of cool though. Drive cross country with your dad. How's he getting
I
back? He's flying back, right?
I'll fly him back.
All
I'm
right,
gonna fly. I'm
Jesus.
gonna fly him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, fly him back into AC. But yeah, it should take us about 3 days if we just kind of pace ourselves. But I wish it was baseball season. That way we could stop along the way and
What
watch
a
like
what
a
a
few games.
perfect partner though. Dad is like, you know what I mean? Like that guy's a fucking nut. Dude can
Dude,
just
that
do
yeah.
that stuff at 70 years old. This guy's just driving cross country like a madman.
Yeah, man, he's
I wish
crazy.
that's
Are you
like
gonna let him drive?
Hell yeah, I'll let him
switch,
drive.
yeah, and then
Yeah, we'll
switch,
switch out.
obviously.
I figure we
Yeah.
could do 6 hours and 6 hours, get some sleep. Um, you know, get up early, do 6 hours and 6 hours, get some sleep, and then be there on the third day. Hopefully it'll take us, it's a 36-hour trip.
You're right.
So if you
But
break it into,
that's
if you
not
break
Right,
not
it,
right.
factoring gas, not factoring sleep,
yeah,
food.
exactly. So I'm thinking,
It's 48 hours.
it could be 48 hours, but I mean, I've traveled with dad a bunch back and forth on shorter trips, and he's always enthusiastic and talks, and we'll laugh a lot and
Yeah.
talk about a whole bunch of shit.
Well, let me tell you
It's
this.
good bonding time.
Yeah, it is. But I'm so grateful that you did not ask me to do this because you want to know what it is? I would have done it for you. I would have, but I
Yeah.
would have hated every fucking second of it.
You know what I would have
Yeah.
done with you? I would have been like, yo,
Oh,
meet me somewhere mid-country. Fly it. I'll fly you into that mid-country area.
Yeah, now you're speaking Danny's language.
Right. Meet
yeah.
me for like the last 12 hours of the trip, and we'll just
That's
take a ride
nice.
together, and then I'll fly
Yeah.
you back.
It's
That's
it
it.
was yeah, I don't know, man.
What do
After
you
that drive to Florida, dude, I can't do it anymore,
what do you got?
man.
I know Danny's a little bit more on my side with driving because Danny kind of gets that realm. I know
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you have I know you've had anxiety about other stuff,
Mm.
but how do you guys fucking like I don't understand. Like you guys don't I get like terrible tunnel vision and then everything gets like weird and fucking like and like it's like
Yeah.
I can't do more than an hour. So what do you guys like? Do you guys have any like
What's the
tips or
trick?
tricks? Yeah, like how the fuck do you just go, yo, I'm in a car, shut the fuck up. You're
Yeah.
going somewhere, stop being so I don't even think about bad things. I'm not like, oh, some guy's gonna kill me. It's
Yeah.
just I'm just you're on the road so long, I just get that tunnel vision and I fucking get weird. So what do you guys
All
do to
right.
like how the
Okay,
fuck do you guys manage that?
I'll go first. You want the short version?
Yeah.
Medication helps.
Yeah. I
Uh
was gonna say probably meds.
yeah, meds help,
Papa
but you
Papa Condoleezza Rice.
Papa Condoleezza, Papa Clon Bon Jove, Clon
Yeah.
Bon Jovi,
Clon Clovey.
fucking
Clondola.
Clondola.
Yeah.
Condoleezza Rice, Papa
Clondola.
Condoleezza. But no, you want to know what it is? If you're prepared prior to the trip, it makes it easier.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So you
Yeah.
kind of have to prepare yourself. It really depends though. Mom like doesn't like to drive. Mom used to drive all the time, but like now she's like
Mm.
afraid of bridges. Like I don't know what that is.
I like
Yeah.
bridges.
I like bridges.
I
I like
like
bridges.
bridges.
I
Oh,
like
I enjoy
bridges.
bridges.
those bridges these days.
I enjoy them bridges a lot.
I
I
like
like all bridges.
bridges.
I like bridges. Yeah, but
Honestly,
I
bro,
think it's
Mm.
I
my
call
part.
people on the phone.
Oh, really?
I just talk to as many people as I can on the phone, bro.
I've done that. I've done
You know what I
that.
mean? Like
Do you got Danny does audiobooks?
Yeah, I do audiobooks.
that would put me to sleep.
You
That's
think
my
so?
only concern about driving long distance
Yeah.
is that I fall asleep and fucking wake up in heaven or
Bro,
hell.
before I started driving, I used to hear stories about people falling asleep at the wheel. I'm like, how do you fall asleep at the wheel? That makes
Yeah,
no
Right.
sense.
because you're I'd be so scared of fucking dying.
Yeah, but
No.
You know what I
now,
mean?
Yeah.
but now though
I'll take a
that
nap.
it's happened to me a couple times, I get
Yeah,
it.
you get it. Yep.
I've fallen asleep at the wheel
Cause
numerous
even the
times.
road, the fucking like you're like looking at the lines after a while, you're just
It's
like,
like
oh fuck.
hypnotized.
Yeah, you like fucking hypnotize yourself.
Well, there's nothing.
Until you hit that strip and that shit is like, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh
Dude, the
shit, bro.
funny
Hey,
I saw this video.
hey.
I saw this video of this guy pass out while he was driving. He was normal. He's like on the road and he's like singing a song and he's just like
Yeah, bro.
the car's going while he's moving. It's bad. And like he's fine. He's fine at the end of the video, but his body looks crazy. And I'm like, yo, that happens, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's
Mm.
scary, man. 'Cause I remember one time I was coming back from a Yankee game. It was a day game,
Oh god.
right? It was a day game, but it was like 97 degrees. So, you're having a couple, cervezas, you're
Yeah.
hanging out, but I know I have to drive, so I stopped like around like third inning. But just being in the sun, like we weren't under the fucking the awning.
Yeah.
So we were like down on the field pretty much and
Cooked your ass.
cooked my ass, bro. And I remember driving back. We're driving and I'm listening to music and the shit's mad loud. And in my mind, it just starts to get quieter and quieter and quieter. And my head just starts falling back like this. I'm going like this. I'm going like this. And I pull the e-brake. It's the last thing I did before I fell asleep.
Oh, it's like a reaction.
Yeah, I pulled the e-brake at like 14 miles an hour.
Bro, if I could draw that, I would draw like your brain, like just like putting your head back, but your rest of your body's fighting it, and then you just like you're passed out, but your arm's alive still, and it's like can't let you go out like this. And
Yeah,
just pulls the brake for you last
yeah,
minute.
it was like a Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
Like when he
yeah,
sacrifices himself.
yeah,
That's like
yeah.
what it was. I was like, before I go, I have to do this. But it happened to me then. It happened to me coming back from Dave Matthews Band, bro. I went to go see Dave
Oh,
Matthews Band
fuck.
At Jones Beach. Probably drank a little bit too much then too.
Right,
But
and
the
that's a
thing was,
relaxing mood.
it's a
Right.
relaxing mood. Might have smoked a little smosh mosh. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I'm coming back, dude, and I'm screaming at myself. I'm screaming in the car, like, wah, wah,
Yeah, to
wah,
wake up. Yeah.
stay
Yeah.
awake, like screaming, like, like praying and shit. But I fell asleep like halfway out of there. Here's an amazing sleep story. So Selena went to Bonnaroo one year, uh, with her friends. Um, her friend Lauren was driving. So it's after Bonnaroo. They're getting ready to go home. They're all mad tired and shit. Um, they start the car and Selena falls asleep. Like, oh, all right, like I'm gonna sleep. We'll switch and then we'll do the drive. They sleep for like 8 hours. All
Damn.
right. Selena's asleep for like 8 hours.
In the car.
She wakes up. Yeah, in the car. She wakes up. They haven't moved. Lauren fell asleep too.
Oh
So
shit.
Oh my
they were
God.
still in the parking lot of Bonnaroo. She thought when she woke
8
up
hours.
That they drove.
that they've been driving for 8 hours, but they all fell asleep in the car, parked
That's hilarious.
in the parking lot. Yeah. So she woke up like, "Where are we?" And we're like, "Oh my God, we're still here."
We never left.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Wait, who was supposed to drive?
This girl Lauren. It's
Oh
like her best friend,
God.
one of her maids of honor and shit.
But so
That's
then they probably
hilarious.
passed out first, and then she was just like, "Oh, whatever," and then we just woke up. And
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I'll probably take a little snooze too," but they all slept like 8 hours, bro.
yo, that's hilarious. Imagine waking up being like, "Oh man, we probably made so much progress," and you're fucking still in the same place.
And you haven't
Nothing,
even
nothing.
left the parking lot.
Yeah, dude. Nothing's worse though when you're driving and you have those moments where you're literally on autopilot, the car's on autopilot, and like 10 minutes go by and you're like, "Yo, where was I?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I don't even remember driving for the 10 minutes.
yeah, that's fucking
It's
scary.
Yeah, you get scared, dude. But like long drives, man, you just got to be prepared. You really have to be prepared for them, dude. But it's hard for me to drive long distances now, bro, because I got diagnosed with sleep apnea. And oh my God, dude. I slept. You guys want to hear my fucking apnea?
Oh, do you
Yeah,
have it
did
on?
you?
You have it on the app?
Oh, you
No.
have it, dude. I gotta
So
get that thing.
so
Do they
Ben
call?
so Ben and I, we went to Syracuse. Ben Gold, another comic, good friend of mine, one of my best friends. We went to Syracuse and we did the show, but the first night we had to split a room. So we had two rooms on the second night. He had his own room, but the first night we had to sleep together.
And Ben performed too, by the way, just to
Yeah,
ask.
Ben performed too. Yeah. Show
Nice,
went great, man. It was a lot of fun.
nice.
Syracuse is a great crowd. I can't wait to go back. It was tough though because like the Buffalo Bills are on.
Yeah, I
So
know.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
you're worried about who's showing up, who's not showing up. People are on their phone. Like even like middle of the set, I'm like, yo, what's the score? People be like 17-13. I'm
yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, all right. But
Wide right. Wide right.
yeah, so we had to sleep next to each other, and Ben was like, "Yo, you snore like crazy." I was like, "Please tell me you recorded it." And he looks at me and goes, "Fuck yeah, I did." So here it is. Watch it. Ready? Tell me if you guys can hear this. You hear that?
No, it
sounds
sounded like
talking.
it sounded like the last thing you hear, the last thing like a victim leaves on a phone before they die.
So I'll you know what? Right there, I'll insert the audio so people can hear
So
it. Like
people hear it, right?
I'll do the
Yeah.
audio file right there,
But is
bro.
it bad? Is it bad?
It's bad, dude. It's
Damn.
bad.
So we're all fucking fucked.
I have my follow up. I have my follow up tomorrow for my sleep apnea, but and like also like my blood pressure too. Like my blood pressure was like 140 over 110 for like a day.
You just got ailments.
Yeah, dude, it sucks, man. I
It
just need to
sucks.
I need to change my life, dude. That's really what it
Yeah.
is. I need to change my
Yeah,
lifestyle
yeah.
100%. And guess what? It's not, it's not helping me. I just got fucking Dave the Diver on Nintendo Switch.
Game's fire.
Oh my God, it's so
It's
fucking
a very
good,
like
dude.
T-Pain whenever we play games and stuff, like I notice like he likes obviously like Call of Duty and all that stuff. Like he'll play a lot of things, but he'll play mostly like Call of Duty and all that. And he played this game for stream, and I was like, he's gonna hate this game. And this motherfucker played it like 3 streams in a row.
It's
It's
so
called
good.
Dave the Diver, Jared. It's like I don't. It's like you just do all these really unique, weird things, and there's a good story behind it. It's
Yeah.
really well done. Like I wasn't expecting it to be anything when I first saw it, but all of my friends fucking love this game that play like Call of Duty and other games. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what the
I'm
hell?
gonna
I
be
guess
Dave the Diver. I gotta
Dave the
get
Yeah.
friends
Diver,
with
dude.
him.
Get Dave the Diver. You
yeah,
know what you should do before you go on this trip? Get a fucking
get
Nintendo Switch and get Dave the Diver, and it's gonna make your life a whole lot easier.
Dude, fucking Michael's trying to build me a
yeah,
fucking
PC.
a gamer PC, and I was like, and because I want to get like a PS5, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be alone out there the whole fucking time, except if I'm working.
Dude, get the
Yeah,
PC so you,
get
me,
a
and Danny can
PC.
play PC games together, and we could do like a whole fucking episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
It's just Jared knows the price, so he's down. But like
Yeah,
Danny,
I
we
have one.
shout out to Tony, one of our like first fans, and then became a friend of ours. Like Tony was like, "Yo, I just love both of the shit that you guys do," and he just made us these beast fucking rigs out of nowhere. And that's what Danny streams on.
That's what Danny's gonna stream on.
What
That's what
Danny's
Danny's
gonna
gotta
stream on.
stream on, dude. I gotta get a fucking job. I gotta get a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Because
need that.
another announcement is Off the Cuff is on pause right now. We're trying to figure out how to do this
Yeah.
like better and revamp the show and bring it down. But we're pulling it off the air for a little bit, but that's why I'm gonna start doing these things on Thursdays because I feel like that audience still needs a place to like hang out and see me and
yeah,
talk about that stuff. So that's what I want to revamp for two Thursdays. I wanted to start doing Thursday episodes a couple weeks ago, but I didn't know the status of the show yet. And by the show, I mean off the cuff about what was going on, if we're gonna keep recording and doing the whole thing. So now that I have the full understanding, the LoPriore podcast will be twice a week, one solo with me and like one with a guest. It's going to be all kinds of different guests and shit, or me solo or Michael with me, or it's going to be just more content. But I had to get the okay before I started doing something on my own in that vein. So
Right. That makes sense. That makes
yeah.
sense.
So, there were other things going on. But yeah, dude, Dave the Diver, it's outrageous. Like I literally can't wait to get off of this and go play Dave the Diver.
Dave the Diver. Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta check it out. I gotta check
It's
oh,
it
just
out.
it's
dude,
just
it's
a
so
lot of like
awesome.
building and like
You
personal
make
skills you
sushi.
can work on while playing the game. You know what I mean? A lot of these games that are out now too, it's like it's good for just like if you have a job that relates to fucking harvesting and putting shit together, like it's good exercise for the brain. It's not just like fucking filth. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
dude.
I
saying?
gotta
Like,
check it out.
Yeah,
I'm
dude. Get
yeah, it's
Dave the
just
Diver. And then if anybody like, wants to hire me for anything, just hit me up.
dude, you
I'm
could
I'm
get you'll
working
find
freelance.
something. Yeah, you'll find
I'll find something. I'll find
anything.
something. I mean, I'm doing like 30 cities this year.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my agent to drop all those dates too, but I'm doing like 30 cities. Pretty busy
Yeah.
guy. Um, went to the Basement Yard Experience. Their show at the Wellmont Theater sold out. It was awesome. It was
That's
great to
amazing.
see. It was an amazing night. It was so cool. Got to see everybody. Got to see Joe's family. I haven't seen them in a while. Got to see Frankie's wife. Got to see his Frankie's brothers, who I haven't seen in a while. Got to see a ton of people. It was a lot of fun. The thing I did not expect was, that scene in Paid in Full when like Mitch is like, "They still gonna love me, man."
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 He's like, "Yeah, motherfucker got dough. Motherfucker could lead the league,
Yeah. Yeah.
but if I leave, they still gonna love me, man." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I walked in, we got there. First of all, our Uber driver was terrible, dude. I mean, he must have made like 6 wrong turns.
Oh
So
my
the
gosh.
show started at 8. We got there at like 7:49, 7:50. We get our tickets and we're walking in. And I'm just walking in. Selena and I got a drink. We're walking down. People are like, "Yo, Danny, what up? What up?" Like, "Yo, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture?" And then everybody, I guess, sees that I'm there. Whole place started chanting my name.
That's fucking awesome.
And I remember just
That's
being like,
awesome.
"Yo, this is fucking wild." Because Selena and I, when we were in the car, we were like, she was like, "What do you think like it'll be like?" I was like, "It's gonna be fun. Like, I'll see
Right.
people. People know me from the show,
Right.
but like,
Which is an understandable question too, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." She was excited too. She was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing a live show. It's gonna be awesome." Like, do you think like people will like recognize you? You think? And I was like, "Yeah, probably." I was like, but not nothing like that. So
Right.
that was like that was such like a reassuring
That's awesome.
like culmination of love
Yeah.
I got. And then
That's
It's a
awesome.
good battery in the back too, I would imagine.
yeah, it makes you feel like, you know, the people still gonna love me, man.
Yeah. They
You
still
know what I
gonna
mean?
love me, man.
So that's what it felt like. Yeah, no, it was amazing. Shout out to everybody that came out to Montclair, New Jersey. The guys are in New Haven, I think this weekend, and then I think they're in Boston the weekend after. So they're
Par-
like
par-
they got their shows.
Yeah,
You hate
he said they're doing New Haven next.
Yeah, New
Uh,
Haven next, and then Boston after that, I think.
apparently New Haven has the best pizza in the fucking out of all the tri-states
Dude,
areas.
Frank Pepe's is
I,
so good.
there.
Oh, it's the best. It's better
Yeah,
than the one in
Portland.
Yonkers. It's
No,
way
I
better.
I heard that apparently New Haven, from what I'm even from people that are not from there, were like it's better than New York pizza.
It depends on what your type of pizza is.
Yeah.
But I would highly recommend if you're ever in New Haven, Connecticut, go get yourself some fucking Frank Pepe's clam pizza. That shit slaps.
Damn, I don't think
Slapperoni.
clam pizza. I don't think I've ever fucking even heard of that.
Ugh,
You would love that shit. It's
gross.
good. You don't like, oh, you can't eat clams because
I
you'll
can't,
die.
but even if I could, I don't think that I would, bro. It's still a food that grosses me out.
A clam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
No,
ask you this.
Oysters.
Let me ask you this, Mr. fucking culinary bitch. All right. Let me ask you this. You like pineapple on pizza?
Not, no, it's not my favorite.
I
It's just
didn't ask you
weird.
that.
It's just
Do you
weird.
like it?
Yeah, it's not a topping that I order. On
I
pepperoni.
just don't. I don't want
fine.
food that looks like fucking like shriveled up dead vaginas on my pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Hello.
It's kind of
Not
weird.
all clams look like that.
Most of them do.
They're not. I don't.
They
I've
look
never
like
seen. I've never
boogers.
seen a clam that looks absolutely appealing to me ever.
Yeah,
What?
they look like boogers.
You know what, Mike? You know what your tent looks like? You know that scene in Son of Sam when they
No.
go to
Oh, dude.
when they go to Pluto's retreat?
Yes, yo.
You
And
look like you're about to have an
I
orgy
also
in
was
there.
gonna say. I know. I thought you were gonna say the scene in fucking. I thought you were gonna say the scene
Everybody dance.
in Zoolander where they all fuck each other and they like trip out.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, you look like you're in a weird sex dungeon.
Yeah, I look like I fucking gave up like the rest of responsibilities in life and I moved to like fucking Rhodesia or some weird place and like just started doing.
Damn, dude,
I,
motherfucker said Rhodesia, dog. I forgot
it's
that
I
was
don't
even
even
a
think
place.
I think Rhodesia. I don't even know if it exists anymore.
I
You know
don't.
what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
don't think it does.
Hey Siri,
But yeah,
does Rhodesia still exist? It was the region that is now called Zimbabwe. God, we're
oh,
stupid.
Zimbabwe's.
We're dumb, dude. We're dumb guys.
We're fucking dumb. But I did ask, does it still exist? Which is
Yeah,
a
that
fucking
is true. Yeah, you brought it
smart.
to the table. You
So
brought it
that's
to the table.
I
smart.
brought it to the table.
You know what I'm saying? So
So also, it is the 23rd of January. In a week, I'm gonna be 35.
Yeah, that's crazy.
man, you're old and gross.
Dude,
How old
I'm
is
gonna be
Selena?
35. Selena is
27.
17.
Yeah, 17. She's
Yes, yes,
Imagine if we just went right by that and we are like, oh, cool, sweet, nice.
I was gonna say with that headband on, you look like a guy who dates 17-year-olds.
I know. My mullet's
true.
crazy. People are loving the malls.
Mullet-
Yeah,
Always
dude, you're
fire.
like a different. It's so funny. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, it's like Habib meets like fucking some band members from like 1980s or something.
Yeah, it looks like if Khabib was like one of the Von Erichs.
Yeah, yeah. Like we started wrestling and shit.
Yeah.
Well, he does wrestle.
Yeah, that is true. He does wrestle. Yeah, speaking of that though, UFC 297, did you think Sean Strickland won or did you think DDP won?
I think Sean won it. I think it was super duper close, but obviously everyone wants to read, punches landed the way that they want to and everything, but it's hard to talk about that fight. Even though the fight was great, it was hard to talk about that fight at the press conferences. The press conferences were fucking crazy, man.
Well, this is the thing I'm starting to hate about UFC. It's
so
like
wild, bro.
It's like, yo, if you're like a Democrat, can you even watch UFC?
I mean, the thing is I have friends that are and that are like here, like I was trying to think about this because they're talking about like Dana White was trying to, obviously give the professional fucking answer and not really save ass because he doesn't really seem like a guy who cares that much, but being like, no, we have gay fighters and like all this stuff and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not what they asked you. They just asked, isn't it weird to have a guy up on the table who's like, you fucking this and you fucking that, and then there's like just two gay women right there at the same time. Like it's a clashing of worlds. So it's just like it's a circus a little bit. You know what I mean? So I think when media ask him, they're definitely also there are people who try to get him in a situation because we all know media sets people up. Like they do. They do
Yeah.
for sure. But at the same time, it's like it is a clashing of worlds though. You have a bunch of aggressive ass dudes and like you have Sean Strickland who's like not Republican or like liberal. He's like in between, but goes more right. And he's just calling people like the F word and shit on fucking like it was wild, bro. The press conferences was like I was like, yo, this is like he's the first fighter to. I mean, he's not the first fighter to do that, but like he's the first fighter to do that while the show is at the pinnacle that it's at right now.
Yeah, while
You know
they're
what I'm
like,
saying?
how did
while
it
they're
come
like
up?
a publicly traded company. How did
What
the
was-
F word come up?
Well, what was the question that was asked that he was asked that led to him using the F word?
The question that was asked was like pretty much is like if he's a homophobe or not.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
And
they
this
were
was
just
post
asking.
fight, right? Because he said some other shit about
No, this is
like,
pre-fight.
oh, this is because his post fight interview is also kind of political or
Oh,
him
yeah.
making a bunch of crazy fucking
Yeah,
comments.
but the thing is like I don't like obviously, you know, he's a bit fucking harsh when he said like it's definitely harsh and it's definitely like driven that way. But that guy's dude, when I look at him, I just go, this guy's just been through some fucking shit, bro. Like his dad tried like killing him numerous times and like tried like
Well,
fucking
we've all had that. We've all had that.
R wording his mom. Yeah, but like I don't
Well,
think
not that part.
Dad's the kind of
Dad tried to
guy.
kill me.
Dad's the kind of guy that, yeah, he kept going, but I really feel like he knew you were gonna go out of the way. You know what I mean? But who knows? I don't know.
I
That
don't
man
know,
was
man.
he was on a fucking hill like a fucking Alfred Hitchcock movie. Like,
Bro, he was
what's
he
Dad
was like
doing?
he was like Michael Myers, bro. After that, dude, he was just standing off in the distance by Perry's building, and he was standing like in between trees, just like
Yo,
staring at the house. Who
when
does
Danny
that, dude?
told me
It's
the
not a
story,
normal
dude, when
person.
Danny told me the story, Danny's like, yo, I have to tell you like what went down before it. And I was like, what? And Danny's like, I'm just like looking outside and like I just see like Dad's like silhouette, like standing outside, just staring down at the building. I was like, yeah, chill, you're scaring the hell out of me right now.
Bro, he looked like Batman and Michael Myers like mixed in one.
Wait, he
It's
was standing
terrifying.
out of the car, right? I know we've talked about this a bunch of
Yeah,
times.
dude,
Poor Dad.
he was standing out of the car on top of a hill, just staring off into like our house, and it was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
And then he came speeding at you.
No, this was after that. He sped at me. He trapped me on the stairs and said, "If you come to the street, I'm gonna kill you."
Right.
And then he drove off.
Wait, did
And
he
then
text you that? Oh, he drove off. Okay.
he drove off. This was before texting, dude. So like, it was like this is when text costs you $14. He
Yeah,
was
that's
just
probably why Dad wanted to kill you because you fucking probably over texted your limit or something.
Yeah.
he lowered the window. He was like, "You come in the street, you're dead." And then like there was one part where Uncle Dominic went out there to like
Yeah.
look for him,
Yeah.
and he was like creeping up on Uncle Dominic like while he was like
Revving.
walking.
Revving the engine.
So me and Jonathan are like, Uncle Dom, run,
Get out of there.
run, yes, get out of there. And he's like, what? Like looking around, it was like, he's behind you, he's behind you. But then after that, he like went up by Perry's building and was like staring at us from like all the way there. Like, you know how you could see our apartment from Perry's building?
Yeah.
He was just standing there staring at the building. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You know what it makes me think
so
of?
weird.
The movie Christine, where like the lights like come onto the car, and you just hear and it's just the car, like they're like, what do you want from me, man? And it's just you don't see inside the windshield, you see the blinding lights. And
That's
Danny's
kinda
just
funny.
like, nah.
Like a
No,
57 Chevy just trying to kill you.
dude. Yeah, dude. It was scary times, dude. It was scary times.
But yeah,
You survived.
a media guy asked him a question, and then he just doesn't he speaks his mind. That's all. That's why a lot of people like him, and obviously a lot of UFC fans, because he's not like I here's the thing. I don't think the company really wants him as the poster boy because he's a bit radical. He's just radical, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man, he moves the needle though.
but he's got a lot of like he went from just this kind of like riffraff dude who was like a ranked number 6. Like he was always been high and obviously skillful. I mean, he's in the UFC, but he's never been like looked at as like a fucking like a guy who was going to be the guy, and he just came out of nowhere. And he's a
Right.
he's a wild story, and then he like calls people who cry pussies and shit, but then like he was on Theo Von's show and started crying about his life because he started opening up about his dad trying to like fucking kill him, and then he remembers being young and just being like and finally questioning whether or not like God was real, because why would God let this happen to anybody like this? Just
Yeah.
life is, like we all know, like life is fucking insane. So he just starts crying on it, and he's like, and then people started making fun of him. But I think what prompted him is the other guy made fun of him and his dad's relationship.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he
And then
started
he
calling him
started.
the F word and stuff, and then
Gotcha.
all this stuff like really loud, and then got in his face, and then they had like a scuffle at another fight that wasn't their fight. It was before 297. So
Gotcha.
either way though, well, Danny asked, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was definitely a fucking close ass fight, but like I think Sean got it. Yeah.
I think he did too. Let's get
He
into
also
the ads
he
real
also got
quick.
illegally headbutted.
He
So
did. He did. Let's get into the ads for this week, and let's get back to a story that I want to tell you guys what happened while we were driving up to Syracuse. But let's do the ads first. All right, here we go. This episode is sponsored and brought to you by our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs. They are bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get 200 instantly in bonus bets. All right. So if I was a new member, and this is what I would do with my bonus bets, okay? I would take $100. I would take $100 of my own money. Okay. I would take $100 of my own money and I would put it on the Chiefs plus 3.5. I think the lights are going out in Baltimore. I think the experience of the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be able to cover. I don't know if they'll win outright. I kind of want to take them to win outright, but I'm going to take them plus 3.5 right here on the DraftKings Sportsbook. And I'm going to parlay it with the Detroit Lions plus 7. I think that game goes down to the wire as well. I think they're getting slept on a little bit. San Francisco just had a scare with the Green Bay Packers. So this is my parlay of the week. Why don't you guys tail me? Let's do it together. Let's take the Chiefs plus 3.5, and we're going to take the Lions plus 7. Okay. So if you guys have not joined DraftKings Sportsbook yet, go ahead and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code LOPS, LOPS. New customers can bet just $5 to get 200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code LOPS. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Thank you, DraftKings. And also, thank you to our friends over at BetterHelp. Everybody knows I'm a big mental health advocate. We talked about it a little bit before on the show. This is what I want you guys to understand. Uh, BetterHelp has been with us for a long, long time, and we are very thankful for them being here with us. Everybody knows that I've dealt with my own mental health issues. I'm very open about it. My panic disorder, my bipolar disorder. I got a lot going on. Boys got a lot going on. And during the pandemic, it was very hard for me to find therapy, and BetterHelp was there for me. I want you guys to understand that as much as this is a sponsor of the show, this is something that I use weekly. A lot of people who listen to the show also use BetterHelp weekly. And this is what you guys need to understand. Listen, I know it's a new year, it's new us. We were trying to get our bodies in shape, trying to look ripped, have all these six-pack abs. You want to know what I want to get in shape, and that's my mind, and I'm doing that with BetterHelp. I've obviously benefited from it very much so, and I think you can as well. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime at no additional charge. Um, yeah, guys, I can't recommend it enough. So celebrate the progress you've already made in your life and go to visit betterhelp.com/lops. That's betterhelp.com/lops today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/lops. Like I said, go ahead, give them a visit, check them out. And yeah, let's get back to the show. Thank you for being a sponsor.
Love it.
I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have had this moment, and I really need to understand if we could find a scientific reason for this. So it was a long drive. It's like a 4 or 5 hour drive from where I'm at in Jersey City to Syracuse, right? I'm feeling fine all the way up. Maybe like 20, 30 minutes before we're supposed to get there, I start getting the bubble guts.
Mm-hmm.
You know that feeling? Not so much like I'm gonna shit my pants yet, but it's starting. It's trembling. It's moving around. There's whooshing going on. I could feel it. You know, like
It's
when
active.
yeah, when you feel like diarrhea move from like your large intestines to your lower intestines, like it's like
Yeah.
a drop in a trailer, a movie trailer.
Yeah.
So like I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that, and then we're like 10 minutes out, and it's starting to get bad, right? What's that feeling when you get like an immense muscle pain in your butthole?
Oh my God.
Do you know that
Yeah.
feeling?
Of
Wh-
course I do. And it feels
Where
like, go ahead.
no. Like it feels like someone's electrocuting your anus.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think that's a mixture of the gas being in your butthole and ready to like go out, but you're not pushing it, so it all like cramps up, mixed with the doo doo in there. So it's gas going around, it's gas playing around the doo doo, and
Yeah.
it's like all packed up there, and then it goes up to like your like dick on your balls almost, and it hurts really bad.
Yeah, it feels like you're getting electrocuted in your
No,
Yeah.
anus.
dude,
It's
one time I had a girl over and I really just didn't. It was our first time chilling. I just didn't want to lay like a big old nasty Tarzan blow for my butt.
Yeah.
Like so, I remember going to the bathroom and on the way there, it just hit me at the borderline, like where my living room meets the corridor to go to my bathroom, and it just fucking it like hit me and I collapsed. Like I got on my knees because that's how bad it hurt. And I had to like crawl to the bathroom while
Oh,
she didn't notice. Because it got
Jesus.
me really because I held it in. It's from holding it in. That's why. And how you're sitting and all that stuff.
see, this is
It's just from sitting. But Jared was
I
gonna,
I get it. I get it when I'm holding farts for some
yeah,
reason.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then you get to that place where you're just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah.
And
You
you
get
and you're
scared.
literally like, if I don't control this somehow, I'm going to explosively shit myself. Right.
Yep,
And it's
yep.
like,
So
I
true.
think Mike's right. I think there's some type of cramping that's going on because your ass is just
That's
like,
what
all
I
right,
was
let
gonna
it
say.
out.
It's
We're
it's
good.
cramping. It's cramping. I think it's your
Dude.
butthole cramps.
All right.
What
Well,
hour in the drive did you get that butthole cramp?
10 minutes away from our hotel,
Oh God.
but we still had to check in. So when we got there, like
Ah,
I put all my bags down. I was like, "Hey, what's up? Checking in, Daniel LoPriore." Like I just left my ID. This is how bad I had this shit. I left my ID and my debit card right there on the table, and I said I have to go to the bathroom so bad. And they were
oh,
like,
I'm gonna,
to the desk.
"Yeah, to the desk." I was like,
Oh
"Is there a bathroom
God.
down here?" And
Oh
when I
yeah.
tell you, bro, right at the buzzer, I'm talking right at the buzzer, dude. This was like if somebody tipped in a inbounds pass with zero point 0.2 seconds left on the clock. That's how
Just got it.
close it was.
Just got it off.
Just got it off.
Like
They had to,
as soon as you're like this is the toilet seat. Your butthole's right here. It was like right before you hit almost.
yeah,
ready? Here it
it.
is.
Oh yes, scientific reason.
Proctalgia. is the pain due to a spasm of the pelvic floor muscles, the muscles of the anal sphincter, or the muscles of the rectum. This causes severe stabbing like a knife sticking into the rectum.
Yes.
This type of pain may originate without warning. It may vary in severity and duration. It's called proctalgia.
What's crazy is even if we said that to someone, they'd be like, I don't know what the fuck that is, man.
But if I was like, yo, you ever get that sharp knife pain in your butthole?
Yeah, you could be
and
like,
it's not actually your butthole, it's inside of your anus. They're like, yep. Is
Well,
it me? Is it me? Am I the only person that like your asshole? It's like your asshole can recognize the floor behind you as you get closer to your house, and it starts to become less
because your mind, dude. It's
Yeah,
your
the
mind.
pain-
Your
mind. It's like
mind
you're
pain
is
goes
closer.
away a little.
yeah.
The pain
Your
goes away.
mind.
It's
Your
so
mind. It's just. It automatically. Because there's no. It just happens all the time. Like in my mind, I'm like, there's a fucking shit spirit like holding us down. But like, it's a fucking. It's your mind and your. It's telling all your muscles and it's sending whatever fucking synapses through your
Yeah.
goddamn nerves and whatever.
But I'm
and
saying
finally,
that
it's like, yo, you're good. You're here, dog. Like, you
no,
know what I
I'm
mean?
saying like it gets worse as
No,
I'm getting
that
closer.
too. That too.
Yeah.
Yo, it's about to
I'm
go
like,
down, dog.
it's like, yeah, my ass is like, dude, I know where we're going. I can see because like we recognize the path that we're going on by looking at it, but
Yeah.
because our asshole is behind us, it only recognizes the floor behind us as getting closer to the actual door.
Yeah, to the door. Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's so bad that like you almost can't even walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I collapsed, bro.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, that area, the pelvic floor area, right? Selena does pelvic floor at her job.
Mhm.
If you think about it, when you see an X-ray of the human body, all of that stuff is just held together by like tendons and there's no bones there.
Right. It's just
Yeah.
like a
There's no
void.
structure. Like we don't have a fucking like a rib cage down there. It's
Right.
everything's held together like by like organs and shit. It's kind of crazy to think about. There's
they-
a little, it's a
and they
huge
quit on
hole
you.
in us.
They quit on you sometimes.
God, man, I love taking shits though, bro. It's literally like one of the last things that on earth that make me happy.
Do you guys? I hate I mean, it's obviously very cool and knowledgeable, but I fucking hate finding out when you're just like all this shit because it just makes you realize that you're just like this fucking like creature on Earth. You're not really that much different from anything else. It's just like
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
just like, oh damn, I'm guts and everything. Because when you're born, you're like, oh, I'm just here. You know, you're not given a fucking manual to life when you're born. You're just here and you're supposed to just figure out how to like. Some things are obviously natural and a lot of natural things take place. But you're
Yeah.
born, you're not given a fucking booklet on what the fuck to do in life. You know what I mean? Or
No,
for
not at all.
yourself. Your body will defend itself, but there are certain things to how we live now in modern times, like you need a doctor for.
I
Yeah,
gotta go.
dude.
I gotta actually go get a colonoscopy. I think I'm like
Are you
4
going?
I think I'm 4 years past the due date for colonoscopy.
When are you supposed to get it?
I think at 40,
Oh
right?
God, thank God, I still have 5
Yeah,
years.
but
for
they're
the
telling people that
shove-
they should do it as early as like 29 in the early 30s now.
Oh, I'm way overdue. Oh,
I'll
my
have to
God.
schedule one.
Well, because polyps are super common. And when I had the colonoscopy, I remember he's like, "Yeah, you got polyps in your anus," and I was like, "Oh my God, how long do I have?" And he's like, "No, those aren't." He's like, they can be cancerous, but they're very normal things.
How long do I have?
He goes, "No, they
Just
can
give it to
be."
me straight, man.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, "No, they're not cancerous. Like, not all of them are." He's like, "They can become," and I go, "So 2 weeks?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Dude, you're probably fine, but I'm gonna have to burn tissue out of your fucking anus." And I was
Damn,
like, "Oh,
dude.
God.
Dude,
was
not
like,
only did this guy go inside you, he burned you on the way out.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know."
You pulled
I'm just
out and
think-
burned your
I'm just-
butthole.
I'm just thinking like there's that scene where people like wake up from the hospital and like it's just their eyes like an angle, and I'm just like, and the dude's like, he's just like, "Yo, you good? How you feeling?" And I remember just going, "Do I have cancer?" And he goes, "No."
You're like,
Bro,
"All right,
and
good."
Danny, speaking of you know, because like I was thinking about my blood pressure was high when I was there, and every time I'm in a hospital, they always go, "Are you good?" And I'm like, "Yo, you're supposed to tell me that."
Yeah, it's
Right.
white coat
Like
syndrome.
I do, yeah. And I was like, "I'm just nervous. I don't know." And they're like, "How bad's your anxiety?" Anxiety. I was like, "You have no fucking idea."
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
I was like, I can't even. On the way here, I saw me and Dad were going to my colon to get the colonoscopy, and we saw a dead baby deer, and I was like, I'm done.
That's a sign.
I'm
That's
fucking
a
absolutely
fucking
done.
sign, man.
I've never, dude. I on the road, like in the middle, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Why is it in the middle of the goddamn road?
You're like
And we're
turning around.
there. Then they were like, nah, your brother and your dad can't come in because of COVID. And I was like, yo, come on, And then you guys had to leave. Remember, they told you guys to go.
Yeah, I pulled
And
up.
I remember like you guys left. I was just like, and they brought me in. And dude, I was so nervous. And I'll never forget this awesome fucking Jamaican woman comes in. And she just goes, she added, dude, this is not even like her job. It was like, in The Fugitive when fucking Harrison Ford like looks at the sheets and he's not supposed to look at them for that kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is like she like I don't know what, I think she was a nurse. Like I didn't ask her job, but like she's like, I'm not even supposed to be in here right now. I was like, what the fuck? Are you about to kill me? I was like, what's going on? She just goes, I see your blood pressure's high. She's like, you're gonna be fine, baby. And I was just like, oh
Damn,
my fucking
dude.
God, I love you. Like, dude,
That's
she chilled me the fuck out, man. She
You're
was so
lucky-
wonderful.
You're lucky
Good.
that woman came in and not fucking Brad Pitt. If
Oh,
it was Brad Pitt, he'd be dead as
dude.
fuck.
Dude, Jared, you ever seen Meet Joe Black where he goes in and
where
he
he plays
fucking
like
does
the
that
angel of death.
terrible like
Don't worry
patois
about
accent?
a ting, dear.
He's like, don't worry about a ting, it's not gonna be all right. Yeah. And
Yeah,
she's just
starts
like, what
speaking
the fuck?
patois.
And he's like this blonde looking ass like twink, bro. And he's
Yeah.
just like, everything gonna be all right. No, he goes,
Everything gonna be irie.
everything gonna be irie.
She's like, oh, the rut of blood clot.
And the white woman in the movie is just looking at him like he's like he's not all there.
He's not all this. Yeah, he's sick. But no, but dude, it really just hit me like honestly yesterday. Like I'm just way too young to have these many ailments, dude. It's like got panic disorder, bipolar, I'm fucking fat. I got
You're
fucking
married.
I'm married. I have
I'm
diabetes.
sorry, that one was funny though, the way you said it.
Yeah, dude, I'm fat. I got diabetes. I got high blood pressure, but your boy is sick, dude. I'm sick as fuck, bro. And I'm going tomorrow. I have sleep apnea. I'm like, dude, this is way too many ailments for a 34-year-old man. Like, what happened to me?
Yeah,
You're-
you're I would say you're the closest person in the family on
To
the way to
death.
meet to no. Well, that maybe that. But like no, maybe like no, I would say like you're not anywhere near this because mom is next level, but like your tallies are coming in. That's
Yeah.
for sure. For like
You're like,
visits.
you're like a renaissance
For, like,
man
visit-
of
yeah, for, like,
ailments.
Yeah.
It just sucks,
You
man.
just do it all. People are
Nah,
like, yo, I got like kidney stones. You're like, got that. Just like,
Yeah,
yo, I got
man.
glaucoma.
Yeah, but-
got that.
But honestly, though, thank God I haven't had any like crazy like stuff like that yet. Like knock on wood, like that stuff I can't deal with. Like this stuff, I'm trying to take care of it. But like, yeah, dude, like I'm gonna have like a CPAP machine. It's just I gotta just figure life out, man.
Dude,
I gotta figure it out.
I can tell you because I'm gonna do my test too. I'm gonna tell you from people that have had CPAPs, which also sounds like something way other than something that's for your breathing.
Pap smear.
T-Pain and his wife both got their CPAP machines at the same time, and they said they've never, and not even just them. My friend Plotty, he fucking got one as well, and he said he fucking feel like, yeah, you're gonna look like fucking a pilot in fucking Top Gun.
Yeah, but if
But,
I
like,
got
it's
fucking
still-
if I got Dave the Diver, dude, I don't care what's on my face.
Yeah, you don't give
Yeah,
a
you're
fuck.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
How
heard
the
the
fuck do you
sleep,
sleep with that thing on?
dude, because it opens up everything in your passages apparently, and you could sleep on your back normally. You won't wake up from the snoring or anything. It's the best sleep you'll have in
Oh my
fucking
God.
your whole life
Bro, because
apparently.
I've
I
had
sleep
s-
so bad. My sleep is so terrible, guys. Like it's
How
really
does
bad.
Selena deal with it?
She's a heavy sleeper. She's a heavy
Dude,
sleeper. She sleeps through.
Women are amazing, bro. Like
Yeah,
I've
dude.
so many women that I've met, or like not even so many, but like
Besides
if I ever
mom.
shared a bed with them, I was just like, did you sleep well last night? They were like, yeah, I slept fine. I'm like, how the fuck did you sleep through that? Some of them are just like, dude, that's the most fucking obnoxious sound of snoring I've ever heard in my life. And it's like, they're like, dude, I thought you were gonna like die. At one
Yeah,
point, you're
dude.
just like, you just
Yeah.
they're just like, Jesus,
Yeah, honestly,
so
I
violent.
I always think about like, yeah, how many times have like I almost died
in your sleep.
in my sleep, because I'll wake up sometimes and like my chest will hurt. I'll be like, You know, like this something's got to give, dude. Because the thing is, like, I'm fat, right? So like, it's hard for me to exercise because I'm so fucking tired all the time. I'm so tired
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the time, bro.
Because you're
Because
not getting proper sleep.
I wake up all the time in the middle of the night. I'm waking up. I gotta pee. Diabetes makes me have to pee. Then I gotta pee, and then I gotta go back to sleep, and then I gotta stay up, and then I'm fat, and then I gotta figure that out, and then like,
You know what it's like
and then like then I'm on the road,
And I got to
and it's
figure that out.
yeah.
and then I'm on the road, and I'm
No one gets
hungry.
that.
No,
I
nobody
feel
gets that. And
like,
then
well,
it's
the
like,
people that are just sleeping good don't get it because it's just like, yo, you'll never understand the contrast of being with a woman and you wake up and she goes, "Hey, last night's sex was great. Also, you stopped breathing for 5 seconds while you were sleeping."
Yeah.
Like, it's like I go from like an awesome fucking sex fucking god to like a dude who can't even who sounds like he's been smoking like Newport since he was 3 years old. You
yeah,
know what I
dude.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I go from being like one of the coolest people on. I go, yeah, Jared loved Newports.
I love
I mean,
Newports.
I didn't mind a Newport or two
yeah, me
either.
too. Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
I'd be lying to say I never bought a pack of Newports.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, we're
that's
Hispanic. It's all right.
Yeah, dude, we're
menthol
allowed to.
cigarettes, bro.
Yeah,
Dude, they're the
we're
best.
yeah,
Remember
we're Hispanic.
the Camel Crush ones where you could
The-
go,
Yeah,
you want to go half menthol, half rags?
Yeah.
yeah,
But
Halfway.
yeah, dude, it's hard. It's hard for me to be like, yo, this guy's so funny, man. Like, I was thinking about it. It's like, yo, like I'm a huge fan of you, bro. Like, I love your show. I'm like, thanks, man. It's like, yo, I'm gonna go home and get naked in a hotel and like barely survive the night breathing. I can't
yeah,
even breathe on my own.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, I can't do anything, bro. I'm gonna be like wheelchair bound if I don't figure this out.
It's
Yeah.
always been funny to me, like, because we're all, I mean, like,
Fat.
yeah, no, we're all charismatic, hot bros.
I
You know
know,
what I
but
mean?
it's just like
We literally all look the same. So it's
I
like,
can't breathe.
but it's just funny. No, I know, but I'm just saying, it's just, yeah, I'm going from where you're coming from because it's true. It's like people may even, and this is not to sound fucking self-absorbed or conceited. It's just people might be like, I just find your humor like so sexy, and you're like, dude, I have the worst shit stains on my boxer you've ever seen.
Yeah,
From boxing
I
before in your life.
I took a
From shitting my
diarrhea.
pants. From shitting my
Yeah.
pants.
I took a diarrhea dump before I got here.
Right.
Yeah,
Shake
yeah,
my
I'm
hands.
fucking stink. Yeah, and I didn't even clean my. I didn't
Yeah.
even clean my hands. I'm in a
Yeah.
hurry.
You'd think twice.
It's 100. It's the surface of Mars on my gooch right now
Yeah,
while I'm talking to you. And like, I'm
Yeah.
literally sitting here. I'm literally sitting here doing this episode with no pants on, no underwear, no pants because my fucking testicles were so hot in my underwear.
I will say this though. I already know we're all sex gods, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
This
Yeah,
is
well,
it.
thank God. I don't know where we got that from, but you know,
I asked Danny this before, Jared. I'm going to ask you now, if you're comfortable answering it, of course. But
Yeah.
like,
who would you rather have sex with, mom or dad?
yeah, honestly, Dad. I never had a tall guy before.
I've never been with someone taller than me.
Yeah, I've been with a small Puerto Rican woman before.
God,
So
that's fucking terrible. That's the worst
No.
question I've ever been asked.
no, it wasn't that. It was
Thank God.
like I asked Danny, like, give me a little something, like what, because it's weird for me to sit here and think about you guys having sex. It's just so fucking weird.
Oh yeah,
But at the same time, I mean, like, I get it. We're all fucking bros. We got that drive. We be in the bed, be like, oh yeah, that's what you like. You know what I mean? So like, I asked Danny, like, what's your go-to saying? And I said, I throw in a good girl once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I throw in like a good girl. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while.
What's my go-to?
Yeah, yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
Shut,
fuck up, man.
yeah.
Shut your mouth.
If you're
Shut your mouth.
if you're making noise, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
So, criminal sex.
Yeah, criminal sex.
Yeah, you like
There's
jailhouse role play?
I mean, luckily, I mean, I've never been a big fan of like girls that talk too much during sex and they get like that whole fucking
Right. It's a
just
dialogue.
yeah, it's just like I'm not all into that. You know what I mean? It's just like a few little fucking statements here and there. I'm cool with it, but it's just like no, I don't need you to be making all that noise. So I'm not really like a noisy big shit talker, but if I do go there, it's more like primal kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
It's,
Jared, you know how I knew it would be with that sexy little flame wrist tattoo you got? God,
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah, what's that?
Flamer.
What's that? The sun's rays?
what's that? The sun's
Sun's
rays?
rays.
What's that? A windmill?
What's that? A windmill? No, it's the
Jared,
sun's rays.
Jared's got this tattoo. I was doing this character way back in the day that me and my cousin Christian used to do.
Yeah.
And Jared has this tattoo and he's got like the sun's rays coming out, and I was fucking high as shit doing this character. And like I remember just going to we were filming it, and I was like, "What the fuck's that tattoo? Windmill?" And Jared goes, "Nah, it's the sun's rays." Because we were all drunk and high. It's like the funniest video.
Speaking of Christian, right? There's a
I
meme
spoke to him today.
there's a meme going around of like one of those hats that Fidel wore, those fucking military hats.
Yeah.
They're and the meme is, if a dude walks into a cipher with this hat on, he's definitely gonna start rapping about the pyramids.
That's Christian, 100%.
I was like, yo, it's
100%.
Christian.
Christian's like a
They were like-
mixture. Christian's like a mixture of Wu-Tang and like Talib Kweli.
Yeah, he was like, and the meme is like, anybody that walks into a cipher wearing this hat starts rapping about the pyramids immediately.
Dude, that's hilarious and
Bro,
accurate.
Oh my god, I fucking
Bro,
love
Dude,
it.
so
you know what
funny.
my favorite thing to watch right now on Instagram is bums and drones. Have you watched bums and
No.
drones?
Yeah, I love
Oh
that
my
guy.
God.
It's fucked
Mike.
up, but I love it.
Mike,
I know what
an
it is.
account. It's an account of a dude that just creeps up on homeless people with drones. It's the fucking bro. I watched like 2 hours of it the other day. I couldn't stop. It was amazing, and they all just react the same way. They all just want to kill it. They're all just
Yeah,
and he
fucking
sneaks
it up.
up, and they're all like methed out, like fucking just crazy. And all of a sudden, they're just like and they start fucking trying to fight off the
Bro,
and they're all
bro.
throwing shit at it. Just
You know,
one dude. This one dude started shooting at it. He had a fucking pistol and started busting at it.
What? What the
Dude,
fuck?
you have to look up bums and drones on fucking Instagram.
You just reminded me, there's this guy on TikTok who just showed that him and his wife, like they're homeless, but he has it's always I mean, I know it's not a big deal, like obviously with technology now, but it's always funny to me just like when homeless people have phones. I don't know. It's just fun. Like who's paying
Yeah,
for
like,
the monthly thing?
And who are you calling? Other homeless people?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really mate or fan or whoever it is, right? So it's like it's funny to me though, like his TikTok blew up because they were living in a storage unit. And he was showing all the things he does in a daily day. He's like, I live just like everybody else. And as soon as he said that, I was like, no, you don't. You just don't. But as soon as he said that, it's him doing push-ups in the corridor of the storage unit. And he goes, I work out like everybody else. And it's him running down the hall, the storage unit. And you just hear like with like fucking reverb.
Listen, if
with
the
like
front
reverb from his boots.
if the front door of your house closes like this,
Yeah, and
you're
that's all
not like you're not like
everybody else.
No.
Which is fine, bro. It's times are fucking terrible right now, and if you gotta live, you gotta live. And then in the comments, I saw storage owners, like our storage unit, like the building owners, they know. They just sometimes they feel bad and they won't do anything, but you're not allowed to mostly.
Yeah, no, it's
No.
illegal. As
And there's
fuck.
cameras of him jolting in the corridor. So I'm like, dude, if you're doing that every day, someone's gonna be like, yo, check out this video. You see this fucking guy? He does this like every day at like 12 at like fucking 11 p.m. And it's just him running down the fucking. So they're gonna know that he's there. It's him, Jared, and his girl. So they got kicked out and they fucking took 2 tents and put them like together and they live in the woods in the snow, bro.
Damn,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Dude, go. I'm sorry. Where would you guys want to live if you were homeless, weather-wise?
Listen,
Florida.
yeah. Oh, for sure. I've always
Get
said,
out of there, man.
I've always said, like, listen, why be homeless in a climate that is so uncomfortable and so life-threatening?
Right.
Why not go somewhere? Dude, you live on the beach in Miami, you got a shower, you got the beach, you have all different types of places that you could go and hang out and eat and exercise. I'm like,
Right.
why would you want to live in a cold?
Right. And I'm not trying to be ignorant towards it, but it's like it's got to either be maybe they don't have the means to get there or they're so familiar with their home that they don't want to leave, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, bro, I've been
And
from
you're
New
talking
York.
about mentally ill people too.
Dude,
You know what I
I've
mean?
been from New York my whole fucking life. As much shit as I talk about being in the city and it's too busy and all that stuff. Like, I love New York. I'm always gonna love New York. But if I was homeless, I'm not fucking living in New York. There's no fucking way.
Nah, dude. Yeah,
There's no way. Also, there's pros out there who've been in the game for fucking years. Like, I'm scared as fuck to be in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah,
homeless.
dude. I mean, homeless in Florida isn't as bad as homeless in California and Los Angeles.
Yeah, that one
Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Los Angeles is the only place that I've seen in my lifetime homeless children. That's the only time I've ever seen
that's fucked.
Yeah.
homeless kids.
Yeah.
That like really fucked
Yeah,
me
that's
up.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Like
crazy.
when you never seen a homeless kid in New York.
No, that's
They're-
like third world shit.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, that's a baby. I was
Yeah.
like, this is terrible. I was like, I
Yep.
can't. And I was like, drop me off at my 4-star hotel right now. I can't think about this.
Yeah, I'll see videos of like the homeless guys with their dogs, and those dogs don't really have an option, obviously, but like they're always by their. That's why dogs are fucking amazing, man. It's like I don't own one, but like I can like I know why you guys have them at the end of the day. Like obviously they drive you nuts, but it's like I just saw this the another like it was on Instagram this guy with his dog, and someone's just like a dog won't give a shit. Obviously, if you got not a single dime in your fucking name,
Nah.
Nope.
but like this thing follows him everywhere, and he takes better care of the dog than he does like himself. But it's
Yeah,
just it's
they all
sad to
do.
see. Yeah,
They all
it's
do.
it's super sad, yeah, because it's like their only companion in their life that they're going. But yeah, I agree, Danny. Like Skid Row is like, I saw those videos and I was like, dude, this is the worst type of homeless I've seen. It's like
It's
super
crazy.
unfortunate. Yeah,
Speaking of animals, have you guys seen that those Tarbinator videos?
no.
No.
The Tarbinator. It's the Tarbinator. So it's the voiceover of some dude just being like, "Oh, it's the Tarbinator. It's not getting enough pressure to the gas pedal." But it's like,
with the dog's paws.
yeah, with dog's paws. Oh my
Oh,
God,
I know what you're
dude.
talking about. All right, yeah.
It's the Tarbinator. Those
The dog.
things. Me and Ben watched Tarbinator videos for like 3 hours
Yeah.
in Syracuse,
That's good stuff. The other one was the Skippity Paps. Oh, what's
Skippity
up?
Pass.
You want some Skippity Paps? And he always plays like the cat voice, and it's like people walking past this cat in the house that just randomly attacks you, and he's like, "A fucking Skippity Pap. You want some Skippity Paps?" Yeah,
Oh,
it's so fucking good.
you know what? I think his name is like Super Ray or Super K. He's like, and you boil it up, put the lizard on the thing, and you chop it up, then you put it in there, then
Oh
you
yeah, I
eat the
have seen
shit.
it.
You put the salamander in the bag, and you eat the shit. Eat a dragon like that with some bamboo shoots and doing that shit.
Some
But my
bamboo shit.
but my favorite Instagram content right now are like finance bros, but they have autism.
I've never seen
You haven't
that.
seen these guys? Look up this guy named Tony P on
Yeah.
Instagram. He's like a single guy in Washington D.C., but he's like a finance bro, and he has like full like he has autism for sure, but
Yeah.
like he's on the spectrum 100%, and he's like blowing up on Instagram because everyone's just like everyone in the comments are like, "Go for it, Tony P, like get it, Tony P." It's like, and everyone's just like, this guy kills, like, murders people. Like, people are writing, it was like, someone left a comment, is like, this guy killed my ex-girlfriend. Like,
Oh,
there
is
was
that
like,
like people are they're like chain spamming like the something related to the same theme?
yeah, yeah. And like, there's like a big push of like these finance bros. Like, what's a day in the life of a finance bro? But like, they all definitely have autism.
Dude, I gotta see that. Tony
I'll, I'll,
P.
I'll send you Tony P. I'll send
Yeah,
you Tony P.
did you I saw this the other day too, super random, but I saw this Bill Paxton who was
The
in
actor?
who was in
Yeah.
like Titanic and all that stuff. Did you guys know that someone spiked their they were drugged on set. Someone spiked their food with acid
On what movie?
on Titanic.
What?
Yeah, they were like it was like James Cameron and all that. They were all just like going to eat or something. It was like a break on set,
The
and they all went
fuck?
to go. Yeah, they went to all eat, and all of a sudden, like I think he said the director or someone was like people were rushing to his like office because he was like freaking. It was not it wasn't James Cameron. It was like someone that he was with was freaking out, and they were like, he's having like a panic attack, like something's wrong. And Bill Pat, and then they were like, they're like, he's having like a reaction or something, like he's on drugs or some shit. And they were like, did you eat the food? And Bill Paxton's like, yeah, I ate like 2 bowls. He's like, am I gonna? And they were like, you have to come to the hospital. Everyone's going to the hospital. He said he got there, and every people that were on the set were like, there was like a row of people just going, "Ah, ah," and then other people who were just like fucking looking around and like
Holy
feeling
shit.
it. And they were like, how do you feel, Bill? Are you all right? And he goes, yeah, I'm actually like chilling. Like he said Bill Paxton, he's like,
Great.
I'm starting. Yeah. And then he said at one point he started feeling it and he goes, you know what? I'm just gonna go get a 6-pack and go drink. And he said he drank beer and he was fine.
It's
And
awesome.
he ate like 2 bowls of like this acid spiked like macaroni and cheese or something that was on
Holy
set. And they asked, like, it was on Larry King, and they're like, did you ever find out who spiked it? And he's like, No, we never found out. It was just that it was like a nightmare though, because there was like 12 people that were all tripping
Tripping
their
balls.
balls because they ate so much. But my thing was like, did they fire somebody? Like, why the fuck would you do that to everybody?
Right.
Fucking-
Tobinator.
Danny DeVito gave laced
Come on.
something laced like a cigarette or a
Yeah,
cigar with bud
for
with
Arnold.
for Arnold Schwarzenegger and
On
Arnold
Twins,
Schwarzenegger
yeah.
on Twins and said he was fucking high as shit.
Yeah, he goes.
It's like
Yeah,
walking around.
how do you say it? He's like, and I don't know my lines. He's like, what's the line? He like didn't even know that. I guess that he was high as fuck, and he's like, yeah, Danny DeVito rolled up like 3 grams or something in a cigar.
And he was like,
You know,
"Here, hit that shit." And he
Danny
fucking got
Danny
Arnold high.
Danny DeVito's one of those actors that'll be like so sad when he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man.
DeVito's the man. Dude.
He came into the restaurant like a few months ago with his wife and their
Was he
son.
cool?
He was very nice. They were both really nice.
He's the man, dude.
Legend.
He's
Everybody in
absolute.
there was
Like,
like, "Whoa."
has he ever been nominated for an Oscar? Do you know?
Yeah, for Hoffa.
Was it for Hoffa?
For Hoffa or maybe
Was
Man on the Moon.
he might, and he also might have been part of the nominations for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Gotta
Yeah.
look into
Oh
that.
yeah, he was young. You want to know who else is in that? You know the young kid who dies in that movie?
That plays Chucky's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot his. I always forget his name because it's like a Currid or something like that.
Yeah.
Bradley Durib or something like that. Yeah, I didn't know that for the longest time. I was like, wait, why do I know this guy's face? Because I was watching Child's Play and I was like, oh, this is the dude from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
Which,
no,
by the
he-
way,
Yeah.
amazing movie. What were you gonna say, Dan?
Aaron Brockovich. They
Oh,
nominated for that.
oh shit, yeah. I haven't seen that movie in mad long.
He's won an Emmy for outstanding for Taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the man, dude.
I think we could all say like he's 100. Like first off, he's hilarious on it. I think he carries the show. Like I would not watch the show if he wasn't on it.
Without
Always
Frank,
Sunny?
I mean, yeah, Charlie's hilarious. Dennis
I
is
mean,
fucking
Dennis.
hilarious
I
too.
think. I mean, yeah, Dennis is the best character on the show.
I think it's a battle between Dennis and Frank because Frank's a fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, I think Mac's the worst character.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Like he's good sometimes. D's funny. A little much sometimes, that
You ever-
character.
You ever watch Always Sunny, Jared, or not really?
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
didn't watch it religiously, but when I would turn it on, I don't know why I guess I'm probably not the only person that does that, but even if there's a show that I really like, I forget that I like it so much, and I never like the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm starts in February, and I think it's like one of the best fucking shows ever on TV, and it's been on for fucking years,
Yeah, they took
years,
some
and
breaks and
I
Been on for a while.
I never really dove into it. You know what I mean? The way that
it's
I should.
amazing. It's amazing.
It's such a great show, man.
I just started True Detective season 4, first 2 episodes. Jodie Foster's in it. It's pretty good so far.
That's the
Is it-
newest one that's out now.
Yeah, it takes place in like Alaska. It's weird.
Is it a little bit closer to the first season's vibe?
Yeah, but there's like some weird like supernatural shit going on so far. I don't know what's going on.
The first one was amazing.
Yeah,
I thought it was,
nothing's gonna beat the first one.
yeah, Harrelson and McConaughey were fucking lights out.
They
in
like
that shit.
they're producing the new one. These new
Probably
ones.
a Prost.
Okay, good.
Probably a Prost.
Probably a Prost.
Yo,
I just
McConaughey's
agree with the homie.
fucking nuts
Yeah, he is.
in that show.
He's like,
I feel like he's
nuts.
nuts in real life.
you know what he's the closest to in
probably
that
is.
show? In that show, he's like the closest to. I feel like his Lincoln commercial character that he does.
Yes, that is the Lincoln character. 100%.
Like almost there because he's always just like, how's the sun even burn? You know what I mean? You're like, what the fuck's this guy talking about?
Fucking Russ Cole, bro. The guy was a fucking maniac.
The sun
Um,
burns 24 hours.
All right.
That's cool.
Is
I
there
think
anything?
I think we'll wrap this one up. Probably a Prost.
Probably Prost.
But we'll wrap this one up. Let's see. Since this could potentially be one of Jared's last episodes,
Yeah.
anything you want to say to the people?
I want to say this. I want to say I came back from Miami What's all that sound? Oh, I came back from Miami trying to,
It's SNL music.
yeah, trying to get like my life back together again. And this show single-handedly has made me happier than I've been in the last 3 years to do this with you guys and to be able to reach out to people and talk to people. And it's really meant a lot to me to be on it with you guys. I'm like, it's probably the thing that I'll miss the most about not being here for the next few months, you know, and just want to say to all the listeners that we love you, and all the, you know, all the like positive DMs and messages that I share with people that are our followers really means a lot to me. And the fact that we have an impact on them that's positive means the world to me. And I know it means the world to you guys too. So I love you guys. I love the show. I love what we do. Um, and I love our listeners and our subscribers. So I appreciate everybody that's participated in this thing.
Yeah, dude. He's just moving. We're gonna figure out a way to put him back on the show.
Yeah.
Is this the right one?
I don't know.
Is this Saturday Night Live?
Oh, it is. Oh
Yeah.
no, it sounds terrible.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah,
I was gonna play him off, so I had to turn it off.
I just didn't want you to be. I didn't want you to see it afterwards and go, "I'm an idiot."
Yeah. That's why I turned it off. That's why I turned it off.
But yeah.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah. No,
How's
I'm not
that?
going. I'm not going forever, man. I'll always be down to do it.
And I just wanted to say, obviously, I mean, I think just in case, obviously, we don't see you for the next one. Like, it was a blessing, I think, for all of us to have you come back, and just to get like the show, like I said all the time, has brought me a lot closer to Danny as well. I feel like me and Danny have talked a lot more in ways that we didn't, like in the 20s, and that gap that we kind of had as well. And like getting to know Danny more and all of that was like the same process with you while you were here. And I felt like, as many times as I felt like, because of my weird ass schedule and how I sleep, like I didn't get to fucking always be there during the day when you had your time off from your crazy ass job.
Yeah.
In a good way, because you were busting your ass. But this has been like a blessing, and obviously we'll see you again for another one. It's not like at the end, but it is nice to get these affirmations out. And obviously, like, I appreciate you, bro, and I love you. And yeah,
too, man.
it was a blessing to have you be a part of it with us. We got to all do it together, and again, we'll obviously do it again.
Yeah,
but
we'll
we
figure
gotta.
it out. We'll figure out how to get him on.
Right, we're all doing things that we fucking love to do, and we're all killing it, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah.
Danny took charge in his life, and he's doing what the fuck he wants, bitch.
Hell yeah, dude.
Jared's taking
Dipset.
charge now in his life, in his fucking 40s, and he's fucking tired of letting shit be the same story. And we're all doing it. I'm trying my best, whatever the fuck that may be. And you know, even though I'm in a fucking opium den right now, and I'm looking even more like I don't fucking leave the house, but I fucking love you guys, and
Love you too, bro.
yeah.
Love you too. Yeah, you know, Jared's still gonna be on the show. We'll figure it out. And then yeah, I mean, I would say something sentimental, but I'm on Lexapro and I haven't cried in 4 months.
And I'm a cyborg.
Yeah, and I'm a cyborg and I haven't cried in like 5 years. So I don't have feelings. But to everybody else that has feelings, don't be too upset. We're gonna figure out how to get Jared on the show weekly. We're just figuring it out. And we love you guys. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe button, hit all those buttons. Follow Mike on Twitch, Michael_LoPriore on twitch.tv. Follow Jared on Instagram, Jared LoPriore on Instagram. And follow me at Daniel LoPriore everywhere on the internet. And we will see you guys next week. We are out of here.
Fuck yeah.